Marry Me and the everlasting appeal of a Jennifer Lopez rom-com. Ask anyone who knows her in the entertainment industry and they'll tell you, Jennifer Lopez is the queen of the romantic comedy genre. Sure, she's also a global music sensation, dancer, and mom to 2 children. But on screen, she shines in leading roles where viewers can't look away from her characters' journeys to finding love. Milo Ventimiglia, who played her husband in the 2018 film Second Act, told NBC News, "She's larger than life but somehow the most relatable person in the world on the big screen." Tyler Posey, who played her son in Made in Manhattan, one of her most famous rom-coms, said she just has a vulnerability that makes a rom-com, a rom-com. People see that and recognize it and instantly fall in love with her. And Kat Coiro, director of Lopez's latest rom-com, Marry Me, described her as the perfect candidate for the lead. The Universal Pictures film, which hits theaters Friday, is Lopez's first rom-com since 2018. Universal Pictures and NBC News are both owned by parent company NBC Universal. In it, Lopez plays Kat Valdez, a Latin pop superstar who, in a moment of inspired insanity, marries a random audience member named Charlie Gilbert, Owen Wilson, during a concert performance after learning about the infidelity of her fiancé, Bastian, Maluma. Jennifer was the only one who can do this, producer Elaine Goldsmith Thomas said. You have to have somebody with that charisma and that stage presence. As the film unfolds, Kat and Charlie get to know each other as unlikely newlyweds, attempt to bridge the gap between their very different worlds and, of course, find true love. The rom-com was never about anything other than making a timeless film that speaks to hope and escapism and love, as well as relevant subjects like social media and fame and loneliness, Coiro said. It's also an event. It's a concert experience. Lopez was just the leading lady to make the film feel like an event. A triple threat. J. Lo didn't begin her career as an actor, let alone a leading one in a romantic comedy. She started as a backup dancer for big names like New Kids on the Block and Janet Jackson, before appearing in a handful of TV shows and movies. She later landed her first breakout role as Selena in the 1997 biopic of the same name, a performance that garnered unanimous praise and catapulted her into the national spotlight. Then, in 1999, she released her debut album, On the Six, cementing Lopez as a triple threat in Hollywood. By the late 90s, despite becoming a household name after the release of Selena and her music, Lopez had yet to land a lead role in a romantic comedy, the only goal she had at the beginning of her Hollywood career. When I first started, one of the things that I wanted to do, because I was Puerto Rican, Latina, was that I wanted to be in romantic comedies. Lopez, who was not available for an interview, said in a Hollywood Reporter roundtable discussion in November 2019. She continued, "I felt like all the women in romantic comedies always looked the same way, they were always white. And I was like, if I can do it and just show that I'm every girl because I am the hopeless romantic, I am the single working woman, I was those things. I remember thinking, I need to be the lead in a romantic comedy," she added.